Tsanegile mabuye banzi. Umthimkhulu ngemele kezomina ubhungana ngelengelo nasele. I'm not really trying to entertain like women like that, like more women like that, multiple women in a sense. I'm in a place where I kind of like I want to get married, you know. I want to get married. I want to have kids. Genuinely, you know what I mean? I really do. I've dated a Hanya Sekasi before, you know, like I've dated a Kasihan before. I love them, dog. I love them. There's just something about a Kasihan.
Is it too difficult to get sponsorship or endorsement for this music thing? Because I mean, so many artists always complain about money.
But I just wish that, for being completely honest, I just wish that like there was more synergy in Cape Town in terms of working together. I love the synergy of working together in Joburg. It's like beautiful, dude. Like seeing the Qwellers.
Welcome to Favorite Podcast. My name is Tato, aka PJ Smokers. Hey, and today we're back again with the favorite co-host. You go by the name of Sia Thomas. And today we are back with one of your favorite guests, one of your favorite artists. He goes by the name of Thandekile.
Yes, sir.
How do you pronounce your other name?
Thandekile mabuye banzi. Umthimkhulu ngemele kezomina ubhungana ngelengelo nasele.
Jasa.
Thank you.
Khatebe,
yes, sir.
So why do you have two surnames? It's like
the double barrel surname is because like my mom basically groomed me. I'm a mommy's boy.
Yeah.
But my dad's side, he was also present, but I just didn't know my dad's surname that much. Like the foundation of the surname. I don't know the foundation of my dad's surname, you know. So I was like, okay, let me just rather keep my mom's surname because I know that part deeply, and then have my dad's one just to respect him at the same time. It was very controversial. Yeah, my dad was upset with me about that one.
yeah.
Where's daddy? Where's daddy?
Where's daddy?
Yeah.
Where's dad?
Where's dad?
Daddy's kinda
Where's daddy?
but okay. Where's dad? I'm joking. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, my pops is Ulapha Gugulethu, Cape Town.
Okay.
Dungo like ikhaya likutsolo, but ndilichipa kodwa man, like I don't go back home. But ikhaya likutsolo. He's originally from there, but I grew up most of my life eGugulethu naKwalanga.
Yeah.
So I grew up in those two townships. Yeah.
So mostly when I do interviews with artists, I like to ask him like, how are you really deeply? Yeah.
How am I deeply in like inside my heart?
Yeah.
It's a good question to ask, bro. I'm good. Like I think I'm at a place where I'm trying to have so much like undoubtable faith in God. Like I'm trying to be not, you know, type of thing. I'm trying to be like, okay, cool. Hear the voice of God, you know, a little bit, and be like, no, it's fine. Malieza, don't worry, you know. Because normally when I'm kind of like struggling a little bit financially, I get a bit like tense and I start not believing in things. I start feeling like my career is not doing anything. So I think I'm just trying to be in a very faithful place, I guess, you know. So that's how I'm really doing. That's me.
Dope.
And you spoke with softness. We were talking of emotions.
Yeah. I think that's what R&B artists do, basically.
Yeah.
Like when you ask them, they want you to feel it. They want you to be emotional with them.
Yeah, there must be some sort of attachment, connection there. Yeah. Because it's emotions at the end of the day.
Straight up. Yeah.
I mean, as R&B artists, bro, like you'd be very surprised, like some of the things that we get up to. We just like going out and just having fun, you know. Most of the time, like when we're in the studio and we're writing music, it's more, that's when you really, like, you're able to cry there, you're able to talk about your feelings, you're able to talk about, I mean, let me speak for myself. I don't know if every R&B artist does that, but for me, the best time for me to actually be extremely like vulnerable is I think it's in the studio, like, where I can go all out. But because nimdala ngoku ne,
Yeah.
I'm kind of protective.
You're not a mama's boy anymore.
Yeah. I'm kind of protective of my feelings and stuff, you know. But I'm still a very sensitive guy. Like
Yes.
I'm also not trying to hide that. Also, you know. Yeah.
I think we're going to get to your career just in a bit, but I think just to start off, introductory, I think it's one of the most important things.
Yeah.
We really want to know of you. Sometimes you might think you know someone, but you really don't.
Yeah.
So we want you to just in a nutshell, take us through your life journey.
My life journey. Where do you think I should start? Let's like do chapters. Where would we start?
Because this is the behind the scene, let's start from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ikamala, my full name was Utandegile. My aunt named me Utandegile, actually. I grew up. I went to Weinberg Boys High School.
Dope.
You know, they say it's like a predominantly white school, but like there was a lot of black people there too. So I don't like look at it that way. A lot of people would most likely ask like the accent. You know,
Yeah.
why are you speaking like this? Why do you speak like that? It's literally because I grew up around like I had a lot of white friends, you know, and I was influenced by the school that I went to, and then just to fast forward a little bit, played hockey. There you go. You got it. Yeah, I was super passionate about hockey, bro. Like hockey and ibola as well, soccer. I was super passionate about those two sports. But hockey took over at some point in terms of sports because I just wanted to be in the SA men's team. I never made it, dog. I never made it. But I made province a couple of times, you know, which is cool. But I genuinely am somebody that grew up like knowing that if you don't work hard, like it just doesn't work out. Like
Straight.
You know, it just so my mom taught me that like throughout my life that if I really want to make the team, you know, you need to go to training. You know, I used to train in the morning, like at 6 a.m. in the morning from Ekukuletu. My mom would drive me to the AstroTurf. In the morning, I'm there like running and just hitting that ball simply because I just really wanted to make it. And I think my foundation of hard work comes from school, and it comes from the foundation of like what my mom created within me, you know. And yeah, just to fast forward from that, you know, as well, I was a choir boy.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm going towards music. I was a choir boy. My aunt was a choir conductor. Ezimasa Kwalanga. And I used to like drive with her everywhere. And I genuinely was a kid that loved attention a lot. Like I would stand in front of and on top of a table and sing to my family type of thing, you know. But I was actually good, like, you know what I mean? I wasn't bad. I wasn't a bad singer from being a kid. At least that's what I think, you know. And then yeah, from there, I think the music came in from being in vocal ensembles and choirs and jazz bands as well from high school, while playing hockey at the same time. But obviously something won, which was the music, you know. But I genuinely loved sports and music. That was my strength. Academically, I wasn't good at all. Like I was terrible. I was failing like almost every year, you know. I was just trying to make it through high school and then go out of there and have a career, you know, outside of like sports, music, also hobbies. Like I love like doing things with my friends, like, you know, hiking, like, or you know, going out. I like those type of things. And yeah, to sum it up all together, I am a mother's child.
Yeah. I
am a musician. I'm an ex-hockey player. Yes, you can say that. And yeah, I just love Abantu as well. Like I'm a people's person. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a people's person. Yeah, because people pleasing can like it can go left very easily.
Straight
you know?
up. Mm.
So yeah, that's me. I don't want to ramble too much, but yeah, that's me in a nutshell, basically. Yeah.
Where does the music origin come from, like in your family? Because how you're able to build your way up through choir, through being confident to dance on tables for people. Like, is it family orientated, or you are just one of the talented people in the family?
I think
the chosen ones.
Yeah, maybe. I think I may be the chosen one, but I think my aunt, man. Like I said, like I think my aunt is, yeah, she's the blueprint of me being a musician. Everybody in the house can sing, like everybody can harmonize. In the black household, guys, she harmonize a song in traditional ceremonies, imigidi, like
Mahubo, yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like it's really, really amazing. I feel so proud to be a black person, actually, because that's where it comes from. It comes from being black, but actually, like, I was able to take care of, like, being a musician. I think a bit better than everybody else in my family, because my aunt could have been a singer easily, my mom could have been a singer, but I just took it further, and also I did like vocal lessons as well, so that also helped a lot. So I took it a bit more seriously than everybody else did, and that's where it comes from. It comes from my mom and my aunt, from both of them, because they can really sing, I buy laws.
You're talking a lot about your mom and your aunt, and I get to understand it many times that it gets to be warm, man.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're talking, I'm not going to say low, but about your father. And I wanted to get to that because, societal expectations and the backlash with absent fathers. Do you ever feel like your father could have done something onto your life?
That's a really good question, bro. I mean, yeah, if I'm being completely honest with you, love my dad, but I definitely think that, like, his presence was kind of like missing a little bit. Missing in a sense of, like, he's present, he's there, physically, but mentally I don't think he's present. So mentally I feel like there's so much that he could possibly do, or that he could have possibly done but didn't do, because like, it's one thing, guys, having a father that is not there, right, and then having a father that's there but mentally not there. I think that's a bit more painful than not having a pops at all, That's how I personally feel, and I definitely feel like, look, my dad has taught me a lot. I can't say he hasn't, He brought me to this earth. I'm so grateful for him forever. But I definitely think there is some sort of, what can I call it? Some sort of feeling that, like, oh man, I wish you were able to handle a couple more things, so that things could be a bit easier for me, now as I'm older. Because growing up, it can be difficult when you don't have a strong foundation of a father figure. For any child, whether you're a son or daughter, so as much as it would probably be difficult to not have a mother as well, but a pops really, really does something, so yeah, my dad's a great guy, but I just definitely do wish that things were a bit more. I wish that he was just a bit more present mentally in my life. Yeah, that's what I'll say.
So we have a lot of in terms of teenage pregnancy and everything, right? And we have people who are like fathers, and they were not ready to have kids, right? Which I think emotional absenteeism, it may be a bombastic words to them. I want us to break it down. Like, what do you mean when you say wasn't there mentally?
Yeah, I think if we break it down, it's like there's certain roles that you need to play as a father once you have a child, right? And once those roles are not met, you kind of miss parts of your child's childhood, you know. Like for example, simple example, it would be like if you don't come to that hockey match or you don't come and watch that hockey match. That touched me, bro. You know what I mean? Those type of things. Like asking you, yo, can you come to the show, or can you come and do this, and you're not there, you know? It's small things. That's what I mean in that sense. I mean it like in the very, very smallest things, just showing up in a sense. And like I just think that if it was up to me, if I was in his shoes, right? You know, he has his own issues, his own problems or whatever, but if I was in his shoes, I would have just like showed up. Even if I'm Mali or whatever, just showing
just
up.
show your face.
Trust me. It plays a huge role, you know. But I'm not like saying this. I'm not mad at the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's still in my life. He's still alive. I'm like very grateful for him. But I think it's so important for fathers to show up, dude. Like just rock up, because you rocking up is more than enough. Trust me. You have no idea what it does to a kid's heart when they see you there, you know, doing your thing. So yeah.
There's so many fallacies when you're talking about fatherhood. And I mean, we have to remember, again, we in the middle of a men's mental health.
Yes.
And we're talking of mental health a lot today, of which it's pouring onto us many times. It's important because many men in society have been sidelined when it comes to many things, and really want to get in touch, man, with reality, because there are fathers who want to be present.
Straight.
There are men who want to be out there to protect women many times. So it brings me to a point where I feel like there's really not enough support when it comes to men. What do you think should be done to support men more?
Wow, that is a crazy question. But I think it starts with the men, bro. If we're being honest with you, if I'm being completely honest with you, it starts with us. We need to show up first for ourselves, and also I really feel like the only way some men can actually be good, because just not even like on just a man's perspective, just like overall, I feel like a man need to learn how to show up for themselves. You know, because if you don't, I mean, I say this to myself too. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? I'm not outcasting myself in a sense, but I think a man just need to show up for themselves. Like let's not always, because genuinely as men in the world, we go through a lot, bro. Like
straight.
Genuinely, it's like you know what I mean? Just for example, having a girlfriend, it's chai for you. Like, because think about it, bro. Because we gotta make sure, first of all, like that lady's taken care of. Gotta make sure, like, you know, she's not paying for Ubers and stuff. Like, you gotta make sure, you gotta take care of your person, right? And also, like, the world is not fair, to be honest with you, to men in general, right? But the world is not fair to everybody. So I think that's what I'm going back to. We need to show up for ourselves as men first, because we are the strength of the world, right? So we need to just, like, be there. I'm not trying to be tough on guys right now. I'm just trying to say, like, mana, if we don't show up for ourselves internally, meaning having conversations like these, when you're hanging out with homies and stuff, like, let's not always talk about, like, other things, like, other than our emotions. Like, let's put them in there in that conversation. If we're gonna talk nonsense, let's put the emotions in there also, so we can be able to normalize not being okay at some point. Because that's what I mean by saying, like, we struggle to show up for ourselves, because we always, especially when we are dudes, we don't talk about the real things, like, of life, you know. Majority of groups of guys that I've seen, it's always talking nonsense, bro. You know, and that's what I try to push with my friendship group as well. Like, the only way we can show up for each other is if we show up for ourselves. And showing up for ourselves is us being like, yo, dog, I'm actually not okay today.
Yeah.
Jam. Like I'm not okay. I actually don't know how to handle this, whatever that's happening. You know what I mean? You need to have that open space, you know. So create an open space for yourself so that like your surroundings can be open too, you know. That's how I feel like in terms of men's health, we can help ourselves. You know, let's not say it's men's health, so ladies, please take care of us.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Let's be like it's
But
men's
they can.
health.
They
They
can.
can. I'm sure they
They
can.
can.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
a bottle of wine would be nice, but like, I just think that like we need to just also show up for ourselves, guys. Honestly, as men.
Speaking of which, what gives you anxiety? Personally, like what gives you anxiety? Yeah, right now.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, men's health.
Mm.
For men, money.
Chelete.
Yo, dog. You were coming on Mali as a dude.
It just takes away everything.
Yo,
Yeah.
Jayam. Like it's crazy when you don't have money as a guy. It can really be a touching thing. But I think, yeah, it's money that gives me anxiety, dude. When I have it and when I don't have it, it just a straight up anxiety. So I'm trying to learn how to have money. I'm trying to learn how to not have it. Also, it's tough.
Yeah.
Because when I have it, I'm like, yo, this is
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And then when I don't have it, it's like, oh man, I can't do anything. If I'm being completely honest with you, yeah, it's that. And then I think just what gives me anxiety is in terms of music, being a performer, it's like literally just before I go on stage. Doesn't matter where I'm performing. I could be performing for you guys. Just before I jump on stage, there's like a rush of anxiety that comes in, and then once I'm on the stage, it just gets released, you know. But it's a good type of anxiety, though. You know, it's not like a bad one, like money. So, yeah.
See, what gives you anxiety?
I think it's true, man. When Kila says money, it has to be one of those things nowadays.
Real, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a drive to everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Immediately when you don't have money, you just stop thinking.
Straight.
Everything shuts down. And I must say, it really is something that has to be put up first.
Yeah.
However, we really cannot put our entire selves wholeheartedly to it, because there's so many other things. Before I get to continue, I wanted to talk about the fears. Still on the topic of mental health, you know, I think most of the guys, the reason they're not talking, it's because of the fear that they have, the fear of responsiveness when it comes to the other guys, because there's things we really don't talk about. We want to shine when we talk about sex if maybe, okay, but if things don't go well, you won't say it. Whenever you're having a backlash when it comes to sex, when it comes to other things, you don't talk about those things, of which is one of the things that I feel like we really need to talk about as gents. You know, classically, sithethe ba mfethu andikho man. Yabo okanye andisamenza 2 rounds ngoku ndibetha ku-1. Yabo and things like that. I understand the emotions when it comes to that, because in reality,
No, it's true.
yeah, in reality, injalo, because you'd find that after 30, really, awusafiki kuthi.
Hey, Brian,
Uphela pha
Crazy.
ku-1.
Yeah.
Yo.
And it's hard to talk about those things.
true,
It's hard to talk about the things. But back to anxiety, really, once again, money has to be everything.
Straight.
Yeah. So my response would be money as well.
Hey, Brian.
What would it be for you? Like, what do you think?
For me, it's a lot, bro. Like, what's the question again? I want to answer you
What
properly.
would give you anxiety?
What gives me right now anxiety?
Yeah.
Besides money, success, man. Like,
Okay.
besides financial freedom, I want to be free. I don't want to be trapped in the system of, let's say, 9 to 5 system. I want to have time, bro. Like, I see having money, but having time at something else. We always chasing money. We always chasing girls. We always chasing alcohol, but you never sit down and reconnect with yourself. You never sit down and think. You'll be like, okay, what are the things I achieved? How can I celebrate myself more? we end up being depressed because we're chasing money and goals.
Yeah.
But we end up rejecting ourselves. I made a post yesterday. I said we keep on chasing things that don't love us, and we ended up not spending time with ourselves.
That's so true.
Yeah, like men are broken because of that. If there's one thing I want right now, it's time, bro. Like I don't want to work 9 to 5 anymore. I just want to work whenever I feel like working. I want to own my own stuff so that you can have time to go as lalini. Peace and quiet, my dog. What I need is peace. So peace give me anxiety. The fact that I don't have it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a deep one.
We've mentioned now money and we've mentioned success.
Yeah.
I wanna know from you, Kila man, because you're an artist. There's so many things that happens with artists, especially when it comes to financial constraints. What seems to be the big issue? Because you'd find that he's doing great for himself, and then suddenly things take a turn. What's really happening?
I mean, it depends on your team also, like who's around you, you know. This is what I personally believe in. Like, if your team is good and your team knows how to invest in after a couple of gigs and you're popping, you'll have a pretty successful career. Because it's all about investing, literally. Like, as an artist, if you're getting gigs on gigs on gigs on gigs, like back to back, and you're getting paid for those gigs, and you're getting paid your rate, there's no ways that you can't invest in yourself. Like, invest in things outside of music, you know, invest in property, invest in studio equipment, so that you can charge guys when they come to your studio. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that could be an investment after a couple of gigs, you know. So yeah, it really just depends on your team. If your team is not good, if you're around a bando bafunosela ogo, you kind of end up drinking that money all the time. It always ends up in drinking and drugs. It always ends there, if you think about it, you know.
Straight.
Because it's like, if you are for example, if you are back for, you know the greatest example of an artist that I was super inspired by, R.I.P. Bravo Roux, ne? What I liked about him and his team is that every time they got paid from a gig, Bravo would invest in merch. Do you understand?
That's good.
And now now he's gone now, ne? But his merch is still moving.
But we had to donate for him to come to South Africa.
I mean, they did, fair, but like...
But it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Coming from Switzerland is kind of crazy money.
Especially bringing a dead body, it's a lot of money.
Okay, VAR. When you plan a vacation or anything, you always plan how you're going to come back.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah,
so meaning,
but you're not planning a death.
But like... I get it,
bar right there. That's a bar. What?
But I mean, if it was properly planned, and with how long he's been in a game, there wouldn't be a necessity for us to even like donate money on top, or to top up on the money for him to come back into South Africa.
He was Bravo. I think people need to not have this misconception that Bravo was rich. He was an impactful artist who was literally surviving for his kid. He just wants his kid to be good, because he had a child, and he just wanted to make sure his kid is good, and he's doing something for the culture, which I feel like that's exactly what he was doing. But it wasn't like rich like that, you know what I mean? He was surviving like how every artist is surviving. But the thing is, he could have, like, even if we'll never know whether he was like racked up or not, you know. But the truth is that, like, if you show off your money like that and go crazy, you're gonna attract a lot of like bad things. And Bravo wasn't trying to attract bad things. Bravo was just trying to invest. And that's what I feel like, that's where I feel like his career was going. You know what I mean? And talking about him as well. I miss him so much. So
So now let's talk about Distorted Closure.
Yes.
How did the album come about?
The album came about so I wrote the album within 2 years, and it just came about like coming from hurt, bro. Like I was hurt. I was sort of like also low key depressed as well, you know. I was drinking a lot, also.
Yeah.
But also like I was just hurt from a relationship that I was really in, and writing.
Bring it a little bit.
Bring it a bit closer.
There we go. Yeah.
And like writing, for me, was coming from a place of also a little bit of anger. Some things that I didn't say in the relationship that I felt like I needed to say, on the music, but also I had fear of saying these things because I didn't feel an open space, you know, to say the things that I needed to say. And also the thought of closure is like more for me a way of saying I need to find closure for myself, you know, but not like for the other person, because I felt like I was always seeking for somebody else to give me the closure, you know, and I had to figure it out myself. That's why I call it distorted, you know, because I been these man got cooler during the time of trying to figure out this closure by myself. So yeah, that's what I'd say.
I wanted to get to your relationship just before that.
Which one?
You said past-
How many are they?
you mentioned past relationship. I don't know if you have any now.
I'm in a relationship.
You are in a relationship.
And a very good relationship. With my
Ladies?
gorgeous girlfriend.
Ladies?
Yeah, ladies, it's done. Sorry.
Yeah, but I wanted to know, if it was not for your experiences, would it be easy for you to still write songs? Because I mean, now what I'm hearing more is there's so much emotional attachment to the songs that we've produced. So do you think you would still be able to do that without these experiences?
I think so, yeah. I really, really think so. Because sometimes I enjoy writing someone else's experience, you know, because I can make it my own, you know, because you can learn from it too, you know. So I don't really just depend on the experiences. Imagine, like, I need to be heard every time to make an album, which was always been the case. You know, if I'm being honest. Imagine, dog, like, yo, because you have your Pukil and the Betty album, you know. But it's like, yeah, I really don't believe like that the experience is the only way to make a song or to make music. I think you can explain someone else's experience. You can talk about someone else's experience, which is also always good, because that way you're going towards an audience that has a story that is being told by you, you know, but it's their story.
Or maybe some sort of like preparing yourself.
Exactly,
case
for
Yeah.
that story,
Yeah.
you know. So just thinking about situations of life as well, you can write up according to that. But you know, I'll be honest though, I haven't like, you know, written in that way in a long time. I think I want to tap into that, especially after dropping this album. I feel like I wanna go hear someone else's story and just like, you know, speak about it from my perspective, so I can learn a bit more. Because experiences are nice to speak about, bro. To sing
Straight.
about, they're really, really cool.
So speaking of experience, when you write other like songs as an R&B artist, right? You write it based on, let's say, if you're in a relationship, about your partner, right? And maybe how bad they treated you or how good they treated you. In a new relationship, how do you still perform those songs knowing that they made you feel some type of way?
Good one.
Yo, that's a fire question.
No, I never thought of that. You know?
Yo.
Yeah, how do you still be in that zone with that song when you perform it, knowing that I'm in this relationship now, that one is gone?
Crazy.
And the current partner.
Now
I
I'm
don't
looking
even
at my
wanna
manager.
know.
I'm like looking at my manager for answers. But you know what?
Yeah.
It is, I'll be honest with you, man. It's a conversation that you always have to have with your partner. I think, firstly, communication is key, you know, in a relationship. And being very clear about, like, what you do. And also reminding your partner that, like, the music is experiences that need to be sung. I need to, like, I have love songs about, I have a song on this one EP, right? And the name of the song is called Crazy Enough. My ex-girlfriend's name is Tato, which is insane, right?
Why is it similar to my name?
Exactly. And, bro, listen, dog, right? And I have this I can't speak about this because the song is there. It's called Tato, what? The Tato song. I call it the Tato song.
Damn.
Right? Exactly, bro. So that's how deep I go into it, you know, like even in terms of naming it, because I try to be very honest about like my experiences and everything. But that song is not like a song that is, it's not heartbreaking at all. It's just me sharing how much I really, really loved her, you know.
How do you perform it with your
Performing
hand
it
there?
with my girl right now there.
Remove the name, man.
Hey man, I can't, bro. I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I did think about it at some point, but then I was like, no, man. It takes away the authenticity of the song and the experience of the song. You know, even my ex as well. Like she was also very shocked that I still kept the name as what it was. You know, but like I just felt like I need to be truthful. I need to be super, super real. If I take that song, the name out, first of all, it's not going to be controversial. You know what I mean? So it's boring, you know? But besides that, I just want to be real. I want to be real about it. And my girlfriend is super chill though, bro. Like she's not, you know, I do know sometimes she does feel some type of way, like internally. She'll be like, nice song.
Okay,
She's a woman of
let's say she's not gonna watch this podcast, right?
Yeah, she is, dog. 1000% she is.
Okay, let's gossip. Men gossip. Let's gossip now, right? Have you ever went back to your ex, perhaps maybe after an experience that you had on a song, and then that song made you want to go back to your ex?
Going back, no. Like getting back with them in a sense.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think it would probably make me want to have possibly a conversation and be like, yo, how you doing? Because I check up. You know, I'm a person that checks up on people.
Yeah.
If we had a really good like let's say if we had a really good friendship as well, like within the relationship and the breakup wasn't bad, I'm okay with being like, yo, Gren, are you sharp? I'm okay with that, like personally.
Yeah.
Because there's no bad blood, you know. But if there's no reason for me to like, if the experience wasn't the greatest, I don't see myself like going back.
And how is your partner feeling about that?
I think my partner
having to check up on someone that
I've had before.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? Like it is kind of weird for her, obviously, you know. But I don't necessarily like. I don't do it out of disrespect, you know. I always let her know. I always tell her. I have to tell her because if I don't, then it's weird.
Damn.
Yeah. I try to have an open conversation with my girlfriend all the time, bro. Like it'll be like, oh no, my ex called me the other day and we actually had a conversation, you know. And she'd be like, okay, what was the conversation about, you know? Then I dive deep into that. But you know, I always have to also be respectful to her, dog. Like that's what I believe in. It wouldn't be respectful if I didn't say a word.
Yeah, you're right.
About talking to someone that like was my
otherwise,
past lover.
otherwise it's betrayal.
Otherwise it's betrayal.
Dog.
She
Yeah.
finds out. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just don't wanna. I don't like putting her in a very weird position. You know. She knows I love her so much, baby. I love you. You know.
but yeah, how would you then classify your previous relationship? I mean, you've spoken to us through the songs, but outside of the songs, how would you then classify the relationship? How was it?
My previous one, damn. It was honestly like. I didn't feel like myself majority of the time for my previous relationship, and it's not because of the person. It's not because of the person that I dated. I can't blame them. You know, I think I created the stigma of like making her my whole life. You know, like I wasn't obsessed. I think I was more like I just wanna. I just want all of her to myself. Like, you know what I mean? And she's a very pretty girl, bro. Yo, she's gorgeous.
Straight.
All the niggas wanted her, bro. You know? And she was a singer. She's a singer as well, you know? Everything just made sense, man, you know? But I think I had an idea of what the relationship looked like, instead of like having the feeling of wanting to be with her in a sense, you know? I think I lost it there a little bit personally. You know, I'm not gonna say she did this and she did that. I mean, of course, like we both played a role in it working out and it not working out at the same time, you know? And yeah, absolutely think that she's a great person. I just think that it wasn't meant to be, because I think we both had an imagination. At some point, I thought like she was dating Kila G and not Gile.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a huge difference between the two. You know, Gile uthanda mama akhe, Kila G uthanda Qwellers.
Yeah.
You get me?
Like
you know what I mean? So it's like that's pretty much like the difference, I would say. Yeah.
Most R&B guys, bro, like when it comes to hands, you guys bang. like you go
What
to
do you
an
mean we
event.
bang?
It's the aura.
The roadkill is too much. Like you go to an event, women love your song.
Yeah.
It's not every day like as bros fucking with like R&B. We do listen to it, but in closed doors. I wouldn't go to a concert listen to R&B alone unless if going out on a date with somebody and she loves the artist, right? How do you be able to be in a relationship and still handle the traffic of women that want you at the same time?
Sometimes it's difficult. I have to be honest with
So
you.
you get tempted.
Sometimes it can be like, yo, what?
And this one is your type, you can see.
You know what I mean? Like this girl is.
It's
Yo,
last.
Like, I love this one, but this one's like my crush.
You know what I mean?
So-
Not my crush, I would say, but like it would be like, damn, this woman is attractive, right?
Yeah.
But I think for me, I'm in a place in my life where I kind of, I'm not really trying to entertain like women like that, like more women like that, multiple women in a sense. I'm in a place where I kind of like, I want to get married, you know.
Damn.
I want to get married. I want to have kids.
Shout
Genuinely,
out.
you know what I mean? I really do.
Yeah.
So I'm just in that place in my life, you know. But I'd be lying to you if I said like when I see at the shows and the Huns are there front row, it's like crazy.
Front row.
Yo, it can get crazy.
How do you handle the
sometimes.
temptation though?
Temptation?
Because you
Yeah.
would be chilling, bang, nudes.
Bro, okay. Temptation for me, bro, I really feel like for every dude, temptation is a normal thing.
Okay.
I really think it's a normal thing. Let's not think it's not normal, you
Yeah.
know? But how I personally handle it, I always try to understand. So me and my girlfriend have this band over here, right? This thing. And this is just like a symbol of just like not forgetting each other type of thing, you know? Because we did have a rough patch at some point, you know? And it was like a thing of, I think we need to find a way to just remind each other, no matter where we are, so that we can connect, you know? And like a cool bracelet was like one way. So imagine, bro, like if I'm tempted and stuff like that, and then I look at this bracelet, it's like, what are you doing? This bracelet's like, what are you doing? Like what are you trying to
Bro,
do?
they still cheat with their
There's a
rings, bro.
reminder.
They still get married like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, but the marriage part though is worse. When niggas get married, they cheat way more. Like they just go absolutely buck wild. You know?
Yeah.
Or when they're married. And I feel like sometimes marriage can really, as much as I want it, right? Marriage can really like make a relationship a bit weirder and weaker. If you think about it to some degree, because it's a very difficult thing to manage. Marriage is a very difficult thing to manage. As soon as she's not your girlfriend anymore, and she's your wife, it's like there's an instant change. I saw it with my parents, bro. Like there's an instant change, bro. And she doesn't become your girlfriend anymore. She becomes your wife, which is like a huge responsibility, you know, for a girl. So I try to make my girlfriend my girlfriend. Like and even when we're married, I want to be like, yo, bro, you're still my girl, though. You know, like you're my hot girl. Like I want you to still be that, because I don't want to take away the feeling that I always have. You know, so yeah.
Bro.
I think it's true when Putgaizu said you're a soft guy. As Bantle Lapa, I'm looking at you. This guy is really soft, and even the sound. I mean, it's like you're one of these white folks and things like that. Even your relationship sounds too white.
Yeah.
You know? and I'm wondering, what would be the difference, according to you, maybe from the out Chinchangao and the out Yasekas? You know, in relationships Yasekas, really, I can say there's differences here and there, you know, and sometimes you find that they get to be so much the violence in it, in the relationship, the toxicity. What would be a difference, according to you?
I've dated a Han Yasekasi before, you know, like I've dated a Kasihan before. I love them, dog. I love them. There's just something about a Kasihan. Yo, there's just something about a Kasihan. There's just Andiasm, I don't know what to call it. But I think the difference would probably be like, from how I understand, like the way that women grow up in the hood, they become so nonchalant to so many things that they come across. If you think about it, like dudes would be texting them, sending them weird stuff, and they'll be like, ugh, you know. Whereby, where I'm at, like in the burbs vibes, if a dude is sending like something weird, it's like cancelled immediately.
Straight.
You understand? So like from what I understand from a girl from the hood, she's just like on some, even if a guy is talking to her, sweet talking her, or trying to get her number or whatever, even if she's uncomfortable, right, while walking amongst men, she's going to just forget about it very quickly.
Just like that.
Because you're clearly you understand? And like, I'm not saying I like that, but I love how Kasi girls adapt. They adapt very quickly. I don't like the fact that, like, you know, some dudes don't treat them right, but I like the fact that they can adapt in a sense of they can easily like take a situation and talk about it and make it like theirs in a sense, and be like, oh, it's uwandi fonela okanye kusiya uthethe nami kanje, oh, it's uyathanda usela lapho uthi, whatever, you know. They can just make it like a joke, or make it like something that's men are stupid sometimes, you know. Whereby
even when the out here, by the way, asks
yes, I understand. So it's like, I think I just like the way that girls from the hood like adapt. I wish what I do wish though is that they can speak out. Like they can be vulnerable. Dude, one thing, I'm a very soft guy now. When I dated this hand from the hood, bro, she was like a rough one, bro. But I'm being more soft, yo. And I was the guy that was talking about my emotions and stuff like that.
Doesn't that take away your masculinity?
Yeah, you tell you
do you know what I mean? I mean, you're talking about does it not take away my masculinity, right?
Relationship.
I think for me it doesn't, if I'm being completely honest with you, because I personally am an activist for being vulnerable as a man. I don't care if you think I'm gay. I don't care if you think I'm whatever that you may think. I'm feminine. I don't care. As long as I am able to share my feelings, bro, and I feel safe to share my feelings, I'm happy. I don't deal with mental health. You know, people die because, dudes especially, die because they don't speak out.
Straight up.
You know, and some women, especially women in the hood, they also die because they didn't speak up. They didn't say anything. Do you know what I mean? So speaking out is exactly what I feel like I need. It doesn't take away anything of me, like in terms of being a man. And I'm like straight up. Like I know that for sure, you know, but I just like wear my heart on my sleeve. So,
So looking at music in Cape Town, and in South Africa as a whole, right? how far do you want to take this, especially pushing it in Western Cape? You know, the market here is difficult. How far do you want to take it, and how diverse are you willing to go with making sure your sound get out there?
I think for me, it's going to Europe, man. I want to be on stages in Europe. That's my dream. I want to do a European tour. I mean, I've been to Germany before.
Yeah.
To perform, and to perform my own music, man. Like, I was booked for that, right? And that was like a life-changing moment. I was like, I want to do this back to back in this country or anywhere else in Europe, you know? So that's how far I kind of want to take it. I really think that my music is like, I'm going to work on a Vernac album.
Yeah.
Fully Vernac, no English. And I'm going to have a couple of writers in the studio with me, because it's to be like strong, man, you know? Like, because my Xhosa is terrible, bro.
I can hear it. It's not sharp. I can hear it. It's not sharp.
It's terrible, bro. It's bad, and I want to be better. I mean, like, I'm not ashamed of the fact that Bana, like, Xhosa Sam is not like the greatest one. I'm not ashamed about that. I think I can speak Xhosa. As long as I can speak Xhosa, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, and I can understand it, I'm good. But yeah, I kind of want to work on a Vernac album, but I want to take that Vernac album overseas. I want to go to Europe. You know, I'm very inspired by guys like Bongezio Mabangla. I'm inspired by Internet Artsy a lot. Manana, SN Project, those guys. I'm really inspired by those guys a lot right now, especially in the jazz scene.
Yeah.
And Kulu Ensemble, I was with him yesterday, which was crazy. And I think that with the sound that I have right now currently, and especially from my album, I don't think South Africa is going to listen to that. I think I'll have my fans listen to that, you know, and I'll have my people listen to it. Otherwise, I'm not expecting people to listen to my album like that, really. It was just an expression. I just had to let it go. But there is definitely a project that I really want the world to hear.
Straight.
And that is like when I'm speaking in my mother tongue. You know? Yeah.
How are you planning to penetrate through this new market you're imagining now, like the European vibes and things like that? Also taking it from the different dynamics that there is. How are you planning to go about it?
By touring with another German artist who's my friend. So he comes on tour here to South Africa. He was here between Jan and March, and we were literally touring and shooting like our joint album as well for the past, our album, we've been working on it for like literally for the past 2 years. But then in terms of the tour that he did, it was like for about 3 months, I think. We were touring for 3 months here in SA between Cape Town, Joburg, and Pretoria. And I was basically a feature on his tour, you know. But now we're going to tour together for our album. And just by working with other artists overseas as well, it helps a lot, you know. It can get you a lot of people that side. I have like a fan base in Germany, you know, that people don't know of, you know. And I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to like put it on blast like that. But when I go there, I know I'm safe. I'm good. You know, so that's how I'm planning on and doing it, just by touring with Cells and killing it from there. Yeah.
So on our podcast, we have a segment, right, called Pass the Question.
Okay.
So last week we were having Kirsten Emmy on our podcast, right?
Who?
Kirsten Emmy. She is a host at Cape Town TV.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. I know her.
So she left a question for you.
Yeah.
And she said, what's holding you back from becoming the person you want to be?
She asked me that question, basically.
Yeah.
She's asking me, what's holding me back from?
From becoming the person you always wanted to be.
I think it's just the anxiety of money. I'm telling you, like, guys, it's really, really difficult to operate with even just a low budget.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm being completely honest. So, yeah, I think that is what would probably be holding me back a little bit. Like if I was racked up, bro, yo, it would be lit right now. This is a sale right now. You know.
Yeah.
I'm joking. We wouldn't have been doing that, but like I just feel I think I'd be a lot more confident than what I am. You know. But you know, I'm just working on trying to just be more confident with God. You know, and I feel like God is teaching me to just like be patient and not be fearful, and also just be confident without the money, bro. Like and look good. You know, take care of yourself. Yeza, you know.
Straight.
So yeah, but genuinely though, money would be nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Is it too difficult to get sponsorship or endorsement for this music thing? Because I mean, so many artists always complain about money.
It's difficult,
Yeah,
bro.
it's true.
Yeah, it's difficult, Joe. They're not lying.
It's tough. Like, I mean, like, I don't think it's like difficult at all. I think it's about your branding, I guess, you know, and also once you work with a brand, like stick with them, like keep that relationship going, keep hitting them up. But also just, you know, the government doesn't fund us, bro. Like even the funding that we have here in the country, like the budget gets cut like half. You know, they will send out a budget of like 20,000 rand. They cut that, bro, and they give you 2K or 3K. What are you gonna do with 2K or 3K?
That dreaming.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
The Joe, like,
But like even my friend Sells, right? He got for us to be able to do the tour, he got funding from the German government. The German government basically gave him 60,000 rand, you know, to do the tour and to shoot the music video with me, you know, and that right there really helped a lot because we needed that 50K, you know, like because there were so many people we wanted to pay, the bands, the everything, you know, so flights as well,
Traveling cost, yeah.
you know, so all those things. But it's not, yeah, guys, it's not hard to get sponsorship. It's just hard to get sponsorship in South Africa.
Yeah.
It's just hard. So I think it's important for you people to don't just collaborate with South Africans, collaborate with people from Europe because they get funding, bro.
Shit.
They get a lot of funding. You know, that's why piano is all over the world right now. Because yeah, once artists are earning in euros, they can come back and just, you know, have a lot of money and own houses and stuff. So yeah.
Anyway, what question do you have for our next guest?
Fair next. I wonder who it is though.
That's the fun of it. That's the fun of it.
That's the fun of it, right?
Yeah.
I think the one question I would ask is if you didn't do what you do now, you know, what would you be doing? Like, what else would you be doing? You know, that's what I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
I just want to talk about like the topic that we're talking about, offset, about music between Gauteng and Cape Town. Do you see the future of Western Cape music being at that pinnacle of how Gauteng is moving?
I really do, man. I do, but I just wish that, for me, completely honest, I just wish that like there was more synergy in Cape Town in terms of working together. I love the synergy of working together in Joburg. It's like beautiful, dude. Like seeing the Qwellers do what they're doing. They're on each other's tours. They all blowing up.
And they're independent, man.
And they're independent.
Yeah.
You know, they plugging each other. You know, getting beautiful features. You know, like I just wish there was a bit more synergy in the industry, bro. Honestly, because with synergy here in Cape Town, I promise you, we'd be at the top. Like we'd be like a Joburg. You know?
To show that what you're saying is right, can you see what the song that they dropped, Lapisa? Lapisa Nkabzami. Yo, bro, like dog, like the collaboration, bro. Dope. Everything about it. Dope. It's genuine, bro. Going to Gamaimai, doing the video and everything. Like in Cape Town, you would rarely see something like that. We only see that with D, no Bravo, and the Nkosi Mandebele,
Yeah.
the streamer,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and who else? Only that group. The other people, they're like,
Greek, you know Greek.
yeah, no Greek.
Greek had this Khulumenta song and he had all the niggas there, bro.
But we didn't have something
That
like
was-
that after.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was fire,
Yeah,
bro.
That was really fire. But you know, this is my thing now. Siphelwa ngamandla man thina eKapa because we're not like because asinamali guys. If we're being honest with you, like siphelwa ngamandla as musicians because asinamali like people don't book us like that, bro. Here, if I'm being dead honest with you, people don't book us. Festivals book artists from Joburg, bring them down, and then they pack up the place and that's it. You know, nobody like no events organizer invests in artists in Cape Town in terms of putting them on stage. It's that's just a fact.
That fuck up the whole food chain.
Yeah,
The
bro,
ecosystem
it
is
really
getting
does
fucked.
because now we're doing our own shows, bro.
Damn.
Now we're doing our own shows with no budget.
Fuck.
We don't make profit. Then it's teen, you know what I mean? So we get demotivated because, like, bro, if for example, if Masejo is coming down to Cape Town, right? Why am I not opening for Masejo?
Hey,
Do
bro.
you get
Joe.
Why is who else in R&B is really dope? Why is
Hello Agami?
Halo Yagami?
Leah Butler.
Yeah, Leah Butler.
Yeah.
But like, if it comes to Cape Town, why are you booking those guys? Getting them flights, getting them accommodation, bringing them down. Got them corner and lap. Do you get me?
Yeah, they're
I just
killing you guys.
never get that part, bro. I never get that part of like how event organizers book and stuff like that. But I guess it's a numbers game for them. They're trying to make
Yeah,
money.
shit, bro.
And which is fair, you know. It's you know, I guess you just gotta make your brand
Straight up.
strong and be visible. You know, that's all we can personally do. But
For real. What are you working on currently? What can you expect from me?
yeah, I am working on. My main focus is my collaboration album with Cells. It's called Spirit and Soul. We're releasing it next year,
Dope.
2027. But right now we just
27, yeah.
You're like
crazy, that
fat dog, yo.
yeah,
It's
but
such-
we plan it out like 6 months in advance, like a year in advance. You know,
dope.
we have to do that so that we can be able to be prepared for everything that comes, because there's a lot that comes with it, bro. You know, a lot of preparation, a lot of people that need to get paid and things like that. We need to budget, you know. So yeah, that's my main focus: Spirit and Soul with Cells, and working on a tour, starting this side and then going to Europe. Definitely.
Dope.
I'll be going to Germany next year.
Yeah, but to be honest, it was wonderful having you, bro. Like,
Thank
everything
you,
was
man.
short notice,
nice,
but it
yeah.
worked
Yeah.
out, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't even
shout
think
out.
those guys would pull up, you know?
Yeah,
Big
for
shout
sure.
out, man.
Shout out to that other guy that didn't come through though.
Yeah,
Appreciate you,
yeah. I almost said his name, but it's fine. Yeah, guys, for me, I'm your boy Tato, aka PJ Smokers. Hey, don't forget to get your granny to subscribe to the podcast, your aunties, your
We
nephews.
need those aunties.
Straight
Mom, your girlfriend.
from us, we out of here.
Tango.